And now, DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda, Legends of Awesomeness.
Hear the legends of the Kung Legends of Awesomeness. Sweet.
Assalamualaikum guys, this is my collection is here. In this video I am going to tell you that after training outside the training hall, Po followed Shifu into a room where he wanted him to dust himself or the artifact. After being impressed by some artifact, he was drawn toward the mysterious mirror of Yin and Yang. Shifu told him that it was a replace and the original one was kept in a sealed closet nearby. And he told him not to open it and left outside. Po could not stand by the temptation and disobeying Shifu's order as he gazed into the mysterious mirror of Yin Yang and separated his bad part from himself. But Po did not notice that he had split into two Po's. He then heard Shifu calling him, then immediately closed the closest and left the room. Shortly after this bad ego, atheistically identical to him, went out from the mirror and began to wonder. Meanwhile, the good part of Po went to Tigress, Monkey, and Mantis, who were having lunch. He was very kind, dishes. Subsequently, Good Po and the other went to defend the valley against Fang and his croc bands. During the counterattack, Tigress and Monkey noticed that Po was behaving strangely, as they did not know what they thought was Po was actually only the Po's good part. Crane, in the meantime, remained in the valley along with Viper and Mantis, returning to the Jade Palace where he met Bad Po and naturally thinking he was a visual Po, said to him that Shifu wanted to see him and the Furious Five in the training hall. But Bad Po responded with an insult shortly after Crane, on his way to the training hall, bumped into the good Po. Crane thought he was the same Po whom he had previously encountered and, annoyed by the previous insult, beat him, not knowing that there was the two Po's. Later, Bad Po went to the valley, frightening and insulting all the citizens who he met. Constantly, when Good Po decided to walk around there, he was shunned and mistreated by everyone due to all the crime Bad Po done to the population, but without understanding why they are doing so, because he did not know about his bad part. Finally, the two selves meet, the Good Po and the Bad Po. The Good Po realized that where he come from and come worried about how Shifu will react when he finds out. Disguised Bad Po stopped Good Po only to discover that he will get hurt automatically in the same manner of pain that his good counterpart does. Bad Po reluctantly decided to make sure Good Po does not get hurt, persuades him, taking advantage of gullible nature, to cooperate with him. Bad Po immersed Godpo in one of the ancient looking locking stocks located in the same room of the mysterious mirror, and then he left Badbo in the training hall with Shifu and the Furious Five. Continued to behave ignorant and disrespect to all the members of the Furious Five. Then Shifu, while meditating along in the Hall of Warriors, was able to understand that Po had looked into the mysterious mirror of Yan Yang and had split into two parts. But at that time, Bad Bo, who had snuck behind him, captured and locked him in the locking stock next to Good Po. While they were distraught, Shifu told Po Good Part that if he could remain separate for his other side until sunset, then the split would have become permanent and Bad Po would be unstoppable. Meanwhile, Bad Po consulted with the Fang and the Crow bands, planning to invade the valley. But at that moment, Shifu and Good Po were already free. Indeed, they had never been imprisoned because of the stock was not locked, so he had stayed there only because Bad Po told him. Fed Shifu, they advised the five of the ancient and the organized plan with him. When the Bad Po entered the Jade Palace, the Furious Five tried to get him and took over the mysterious mirror. Bad Po overheard that if this mirror would break, then he would stay there forever. Eventually, the five managed to get him to lock into the mirror, but Bad Po was able to break it before it could take its full effect. They were using the fake mirror and Good Po had the real one. As both Bad Po provoked the fake artifact, he did not notice Good Po with the real one behind him. When Bad Po turned around his face, the real mirror and the two Po emerged, turning into the normal one. Then the episode ended while turning back to each other. The Good Po and the one is collapsed again. This is the end and the sun is shut down. The episode ends in the Jade Palace.
Guys, careful! I'd move that fist if you want!
Will you be landing?
Me would. It can't be! I broke the replica!